And this morning, we're getting some new information on the Canadian journalist who was detained in Tehran last week. We told you the story of Bahari. He works for Newsweek magazine, also a documentary filmmaker, and he was taken from his apartment, his mom's place in Tehran, by a group of men believed to be Iranian security officials. Well, there's an unconfirmed report this morning that he has appeared before the media and talked about his situation. Nala Ayed is in Beirut this morning with the latest we can tell you. Nala.
Heather, the source that we have is the Fars News Agency, which is a semi-official government-aligned organization, and it's an article on their website, actually, that says that Bahari apparently gave a news conference today. Now, of course, because of Iranian restrictions on news media, there is no way for us to independently confirm this. But this article says that Bahari admits to being biased in his coverage of the election and unrealistic about the election results, that essentially he played a part in trying to bring about a victory for Ahmadinejad's rival, Mir Hossein Mousavi. According to the article, and again, we have no way to confirm this, he says that revolutions or uprisings like the one we saw in Iran are partly created and driven by the Western media, that in fact it couldn't happen without the help of Western media. And according to the article, he apparently goes on to say this: I, as a journalist and a part of that huge capitalist machinery, willingly or unwillingly, and sometimes blindly and sometimes intentionally, got caught up in those activities to create a revolution to make this seem like a rigged election. He mentioned a number of other media outlets, including CNN, Newsweek, New York Times, as examples, according to him, apparently, that they are always actively feeding information in support of the color revolution. He does not, though, I should point out, admit to being a spy, but he talks about foreign journalists and those foreign journalists being spies. He said, apparently, supposedly says, that even though the temptation might exist for a journalist to earn money, that for a Persian or an Iranian journalist should always know who they are. They should always know they are Iranian. They should always think of the national interests of Iran first, Heather.
So just to be clear, it's very interesting now of the story. We have no way of verifying independently whether he did make those comments, seemingly inculpatory comments, whether he did make them independently at all, do we?
No, we have absolutely no way of knowing. As I mentioned, this is the Fars News Agency. It is an agency that is semi-official. There was no mention anywhere else of a news conference, so it's unclear what kind of news conference, where it happened, which media attended. In fact, in the article itself, there's no indication of his status, whether he was actually still in custody while he gave this news conference or not. Although presumably, since no one has been alerted of his release, as far as we know, he's probably still in custody if indeed he gave this news conference.
Nala, thank you. I know you'll be looking into this further. Appreciate that this morning. Nala Ayed from Beirut.